AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
And here's a guy who we've all had an opinion about and just felt like very arrogant sometimes. The arrogance is there, but no doubt about it, JJ Redick watches the damn game. Tim Legler's in the building with him, and they both watch the damn game. And I ain't just playing this because it's complimentary towards our guy here, Isaiah Hartenstein. We know JJ Redick backs up his stuff with stats, and he's trying to come in there like a lawyer with most of his takes. But here's his take on Isaiah Hartenstein and his greatness.
After January 1st, when the Knicks turned their season around, and incredible January with OG healthy and in the lineup post-trade. But after January 1st, for the rest of the season, like Isaiah Hartenstein was one of the best players in the NBA. Yeah. Now was he a superstar? Is he in the MVP conversation? Is he in the All-NBA? No, he's not. He's not. He was one of the best players in the NBA. And there's certainly, defensive EPM, defensive win shares post-January. Like there's certainly advanced stats that would back up my argument. I don't want to get into I'm not worried. I'm not even saying that.
Yeah.
Watch the game.
Right. There you go.
And tell me that guy is not one of the best players in the NBA right now.
Oh, can you remember watching a game that Isaiah Hartenstein played in over the last 2 months of the season where you thought he played poorly? They don't exist. They just don't exist. He just doesn't. Because even on nights maybe he doesn't get as many opportunities to score, because that's when it's really standing out, especially now, because these games are, there's so much scrutiny on these games. And so now, like, they've sucked everybody in. Even the casual fans are watching all of these games, and that's a very compelling series. You're like, wow, he's putting these numbers up. But even the nights he doesn't do that, if you're watching him all season, the impact that he is having on them winning is, I hear you, man. It's as good. It's as good as any role player in the NBA.
There you have it. JJ Redick and Tim Legler giving the props to Isaiah Hartenstein. We've been watching him for almost 2 seasons now, 2 full seasons. That's why I was disappointed to hear Stephen A. Smith not even know who he was, the fraudulent Knicks fan that he is. What's your response to, damn, Isaiah Hartenstein is elite, and not saying he's all NBA, but where they have him ranked?
Well, I understand what they were saying because they played at that level. So, they know about certain numbers and analytics, but they also know what he does on the court and what he brings to the table. So when they say, he's one of the best players, they're based that on his position and what he does for our team. He's the anchor in the defense. He's hustling. He's getting the rebounds. He's guarding the big men. And he does something that nobody talks about. He doesn't get in the way. He doesn't get in the way. He's out there to do whatever he needs to. He's out there doing whatever we need to be done. And when he gets the floater going, listen, man, that guy, he got the big block against Maxey in the playoffs. Listen, man.
That sealed that game. Sealed that game.
Yes, so people need to relax. When they saying what they're saying, they're looking at it from, I played at that level. And a guy like that, for you to win a championship, you need a guy like that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need a guy like that. So I understand what they're saying with Hartenstein. His numbers is not going to say he's a great player. But what he does on the court, you're not winning without him. And we're not going to be successful thus far without him doing what he was doing. So I totally agree with them because they watch the game and they know the game and they understand. I'm going to say it again. Guys like that is the anchor of a team. Man, listen, I love what they said.
Hartenstein just got paid off of this year. He just solidified when it's time to pay Isaiah Hartenstein, he will get paid, right? Maybe it'll be us, maybe it will be somebody else, but he is going to get a lucrative contract because he has proven to be a starting level NBA center in this league today. He's proven that. So he started 49 games for us this season. 49. That's almost 50 games. That's over half of the season. He was our starting center. 8 points, 8 rebounds a game, almost 65% from the field. That's excellent. Excellent screen setter. Excellent guy on the offensive and defensive glass, right? He's not a Mitchell, He's not Mitchell, but he's a hell of a rebounder, right? Gives effort on the defensive end. And what do I always say, y'all? When you got low maintenance guys on your team, that makes it so much easier for the other guys on the team that can go get it, that don't have to worry about, damn, this dude got an ego. I got to feed him the basketball. If I don't feed him the rock, he's not going to do the things he needs to do on the defensive end. Isaiah Hartenstein don't give a damn if he touched the ball on the offensive end. But guess what? He's going to clean the glass. He's going to give effort. Joel is an all-time great center. Embiid is all-time great. When it's all said and done, we are not going to be able to talk about the NBA without talking about Joel. And when we talk about centers, we can't leave out Joel Embiid. So my point is, if Joel goes out there and gets 50 on Isaiah Hartenstein, so what? Joel is a great all-time center. Hartenstein has done everything he can to be effective and do. Let me ask y'all a question. You think if Hartenstein wasn't playing at the level he was playing and didn't do the things he did this year, you think Tibbs would think twice about sitting his ass down?
No.
They would sit his ass right down.
Yeah,
right
with
down.
the third
Come
quarter.
Sit next to me. You're
How
not going to play because you're not ready.
Yeah, how you feel about Mitchell Robinson?
Right.
That's what, I'm sorry, baby. I'm going to just finish right here.
Yeah,
he's just ready every night. I love that about the dude. Some guys, you have to get them ready. It takes a quarter to say, okay, wake up. First 5 minutes, hey, wake up. No, Hartenstein comes out every night and he's ready to go no matter what. I love that about that kid.
Just real quick, Fabian. Real basketball savants, experts, specialists,
connoisseurs
understand he's just as important as Brunson and OG at this point. And remember, we're not talking offensively, but we are not successful without Hartenstein in that lineup doing what he's doing. And I'm going to leave it on this note. Think about what Hartenstein is doing. That skill set is a guy that's usually between 6'4" and 6'8". He's a 7-footer doing that. So, listen, JJ Redick and them hit it on the nose. You have to watch the game and understand the game to know how important Hartenstein is to an organization. But, of course, our Knicks at this point. I'm sorry, Fabian. I just want to say that.
Nah, I think they made fun of Stephen A. Smith for saying Hartenstein, but we're from New York. We say New Orleans. Like, we're different, bro. So, Hartenstein, it's going to come off the way we ever comes off. We appreciate him, and he knows that.
And he's a brother.
Don't ever forget that.
He's a brother.
That's right.
And shout out to Don Dropper. When he got here, he played for the Clippers. I think he was drafted by the Rockets. Then he got traded to the Clippers. And when he was on his way here, Don was like, yo, you're going to really like that guy. I'm like, you sure? He's like, bro, he's amazing. And first thing I noticed was his passing. And then when he got here, started hustling more. He just got better and better. Like anything about any player that I usually don't get too critical for, but I do get overly critical in terms of expectations. But the one thing I always acknowledge for anyone that gets better and better is that. And Hartenstein always got better every game. It felt like same thing for Brunson and just same thing for any player that does that. Like, I'm a big Allen Iverson fan. I don't think he got better. But if you watch Kobe Bryant during the same amount of time, it's like every year this guy came back with a new move. What the hell? He got better. And with Hartenstein, no, he's not on their level to JJ Redick's point. He's not going to be all NBA. He's not going to be an MVP candidate. But guys like that, that's what you want from all your players. So when they exhibit that, you have to reward them with playing time. You have to let them get 5 fouls in the third quarter because they earned it in one quarter against the MVP. He earned all of that. So I can point to his criticism and everything where he doesn't put his hands up on defense against Joel Embiid, but he's done so much. The game-winning block against in game one or game two
against Maxey, yep,
and smacked it against the backboard against Tyrese Maxey. He timed that perfectly after not being able to block him really the entire game. I don't remember him having a block before that. Just we've been seeing that. He's been having a bunch of blocks. So defensively, he's been amazing. I'm so glad that people would, to our point from earlier against inside the NBA, we do have the alternative to what Flea was saying. This is the alternative. It's JJ Redick and Tim Legler. This is not the popular thing. It's not going to be how Stephen A. Smith and all these guys get attention. JJ Redick is a guy with 1 million subscribers, and he's the one going to AllBall's point always. He went back and he got a Tim Legler who doesn't have 1 million subscribers, and he knows, oh no, I want to talk ball with this guy because he knows what he's talking about, and he can explain it this way. There is no show, even though you did go do a show with LeBron. We see there's a balance to JJ Redick. He is on First Take. There is a balance to you. We still get the quality basketball analysis, and that was just spot on.
But you see, you talking about JJ, he has a different method to his madness. He ain't really, his goal, at least from my vantage point, his goal is not to be the most popular pundit on TV. That's not his goal. He wants to be on the sideline coaching an NBA team. That's the goal. The goal ain't to be extreme pundit where I'm the guy you come to when you talk hoops. This dude wants to actually be back in the throes of it, being a part of an NBA organization. This is just from my vantage point, Fave. This is what I see. I call it what you want.
I'll disagree with that.
I'm gonna say this, and I could be wrong. I think JJ Redick is here to instill order. I think he watches all these networks, all these analysts, and it takes somebody to just say, I'm gonna just go against the grain. I'm gonna show all y'all up because I know y'all not smarter than me. I know y'all don't watch the game, and y'all are misinforming people about the game. Nobody would talk about Hartenstein unless it wasn't JJ Redick. So that's why I say it goes to show you it's so much lazy jobs on the line. If it's not a KD, a LeBron, a Curry, SGA, a Ant-Man, a Joker, Luka, Giannis, the same 10 to 15 names, nobody is breaking down anything. And I think JJ Redick understands that. And he's going, okay, I got something for y'all. And that's why when he's on First Take or anywhere else, you can tell it's a low friction, respectful friction, because he know and they know. Here we go. Because you can't, bro, you can't play with him. Because he know you ain't watching. He know you don't know the game.
That I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
he's not on there every day. Go take a look at First Take Weekly. He's not on there every day.
Neither is Shannon Sharp. And he's there for the same reason. He's there to promote himself. I don't want to hear that. This is why I got to push back.
I disagree. I disagree.
Go ahead. Please. What's the case for this? AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.